are we going to do? What are we going to do? Oh, yeah. What is gold doing right now? That is insane. I mean, it was on a trend. Now we're just like seeing something else going on. But I'm just wondering what could it mean? What is gold trying to say? Welcome back to another stream. It's a short one. Just wanted to make a quick one to talk about what's going on with gold. Because this doesn't seem to, be normal in terms of price action. Like this itself, in a matter of 20 minutes, 25 minutes, we just had gold rip and tear some ass from 2073 all the way to 2146, almost 200, about 2147, breaking all-time highs. It's like, wow. I'm pretty sure y'all have never seen anything like this before. And to think that maybe, just maybe, we could have gotten ourselves some gold and silver 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Because around that time, where was gold at 10, 20 years ago? It was at about, what? 20 years ago, it was at 400 and change. And then 10 years ago, gold was at 1,200. But now, it's like, even in a monthly chart, we're not even stopping. This is just a continuation, a buildup for more price action, more. I don't know. I'm so like speechless. I can't even get the words right. Like, what else is gold going to do? Talking about gold prices sprint to all-time peak on Fed rate cuts. Bets. Gold prices bolted to an all-time high above 2,100 per ounce Monday, as Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell's remarks elevated traders' confidence that the U.S. Central Bank could cut interest early next year. FOMC is just 2 weeks away. You already mentioned about him starting to cut rates, but what is going to happen at this month's FOMC? Will he pause it again? Will he actually start cutting it now? Or will he wait until next year, January? Or is it February? I think FOMC is every 2 months. I'm not too sure, but it's just, this is crazy. Five-minute chart here. Yeah, just, simply, it just ripped and then all of a sudden started selling back down. But, technically we're still at those new all-time highs. So there must be something going on. Let me see. Gold climbs amid lower treasury yields, weaker USD. Gold climbs in the early Asian session amid lower treasury yields, which diminished the appeal of U.S. fixed income assets, and on weaker USD, which typically has an inverse correlation with the precious metal. With bonds continuing to drive sentiment and yields falling, there seems to be little place else for gold to go except up. Analyst Mark Simpson of CityIndex and Forex.com. Wow. So, I mean, we pretty much see it on the monthly chart. It's quite, it's quite unbelievable yet spectacular how this is looking to be. If you hold any gold, shit, you might as well be lucky. And if all else starts to hit the fan, then eventually gold will start peaking to new highs. A lot of people mention and start rumorizing about gold's potential to reach even above 3,000. Heck, maybe even 4,000. But what would it take for it to happen? For gold to reach those highs? Even silver. Silver's on the same boat. Yeah, even the monthly is like, around those levels. Wow. This is interesting. Damn, I like saying interesting so much. I don't know why. Anyways. In other news, we're starting to see Bitcoin even go crazy. I don't know if y'all were able to see and track down. Well, I mean, for those who like to track down Bitcoin and the rest of crypto is ripping just as much as gold is, and it's not letting up. I mean, it's not letting down. Look at this. This is all from this point. Pretty much 2 days of just ripping. This is just a 5-minute chart here. Let's look at the weekly. Let's give you a better oh damn. Look at that. Nothing but green freaking candles on the weekly since we hit the bottom here. What are we doing? The stairway to heaven? Is this what we're doing right now? Cause that'll be some wild stuff right now, like. Why BTC bulls are not done yet. And I believe there's also an ETF, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Okay, let's December 3rd. Grayscale Investments Chief Legal Officer foresees U.S. approval of spot Bitcoin ETF as inevitable. Okay, so this is what's been happening as of recent. Recently shared his insights with CNBC Crypto World, focusing on the future of spot Bitcoin and Ethereum exchange traded funds. regarding the conversion of Grayscale's Bitcoin and Ethereum trusts into spot ETFs, following a favorable court ruling which underscored the inconsistency in this SEC's approach to Bitcoin futures and spot Bitcoin ETFs. Grayscale has seen constructive engagement with the SEC. The focus is now on the uplisting of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust (GBTC) onto the New York Stock Exchange, a process involving detailed reviews and amendments to meet SEC requirements. Some express confidence in the eventual approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs, considering it a matter of when rather than if. So this is definitely this is eventually going to be official. You guys can be able to read that and get into it more. I'm just trying to find out the basics. So I'm guessing once this goes through, this gets listed, Bitcoin might as well just start popping off to 60K, which is wild. And it's up 5% since 24 hours ago. And you know, it seems like it's not that far away from where we were last year. As a matter of fact, when we reached the all-time high for Bitcoin, that was around November of 2021. 2 years later, around the same time, the winter of crypto. Could we see another rally of crypto in this year's winter, approaching highs of 47K, maybe up to 50K before this year is over? We only have 27 more days till it's New Year's. Man, time flies. But wow, incredible. I was actually looking up this coin recently. It's called Jasmy. I look at it on the weekly and I'm like, wait, this thing was what? Well, actually that's listed on KuCoin. If I go on Binance, maybe higher? No. Bittrex. Okay, so Bittrex, since I guess Bittrex was an earlier exchange back in 2021, so officially speaking, this thing was actually at $3. Was listed back in May of 2021 at about $1.70. Reached at a high of $3, and then I guess they took a mean dump to 2 cents, and then eventually made its way to the under a penny. Well, 2 fractions of a penny. Let's go back to the KuCoin one. I like using this a lot better. So now, we check the monthly. I guess you want to say we have a double top here. That's a monthly chart showing you like, listen, this is the start of another what, bull run for Bitcoin. Jasmine might as well just, I call it Jasmine, whatever. Might as well do the same exact thing and perhaps reach new highs. Imagine that, Jasmine heading up back to 30 cents. That might take perhaps a few months if all of crypto starts to pump like crazy, in my opinion, of course. But Jasmine, all I gotta say about Jasmine is that it's been also going on a tear. Jasmine coin. Top, bottom, boom. Had one rally there, eventually sold back down. Boom, another rally. But this is all starting to look a lot stronger, in my opinion. So Jasmine, I can see it could have a lot of potential to start making some huge moves. Heck, I wouldn't be surprised if it actually hits 1 cent, because that'll be crazy for those people that are actually holding Jasmine, even at these levels. I'm not saying that, you know, it could happen. I mean, anything is possible, you know. This is the whole point of, you know, getting in low and selling high. Just being smart about it, not go crazy. But, you know, if it works out, it works out. It makes me think about Doge and seeing like what Doge is doing, and it's been a minute since I actually looked at Doji. Yeah, this chart is crazy. Kind of resembles a short squeeze chart. And you have this crazy rally. Thing was like what, the same price as Jasmine, probably like 2 fractions of a penny, 3 fractions, and this thing literally made its way to 75 cents. So if theoretically, if Dogecoin can do it, why not Jasmine or any other coins that are really low market cap and have that potential to actually explode? And not only Doge, but, you know, even SHIB, you know. And SHIB was like, what, like 6 fractions of a penny? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually 5. It might have been 6 at one point, maybe. I don't know, but even SHIB had a nice explosion, just like Doge did. And it has the same exact chart. It's just waiting to just give in and just explode. That's crazy. No joke. Even with the rally of Bitcoin, SHIB followed and made some decent moves. I'm here zooming in right now at the 5-minute chart. This thing was trading at around 5 fractions of a penny, 8.3, 8.2. And this thing literally went and, what you want to call this, what, 10x? This thing moved to like 5 fractions of a penny, 9.483. So it's like literally like doubling your money if you put in 1,000 at the bottom here and getting out here. Sheesh. It's massive. It's massive what a small move like that can do. I also wanted to discuss, I didn't really add it into the title, but I was looking at the chart for global tech industries and AMC Entertainment, and just comparing the two charts, how they had those two similarities, like pretty much like having some things in common, you know, the way they moved. I feel like this is something that a natural short squeeze stock would do, theoretically, in my opinion. I feel like that's exactly what it did, because you have similar moves like this when GTII ran up last year, September, the end of September to the beginning of October, and when AMC ripped January 28, well, days leading to January 28, on the daily, which is crazy. I circled this for a reason, because it pretty much had that same move where it ran up so much one day, and then the sell-off happened the next, and ended up falling here. So whereas it had something similar, which I'm saying is like identical, then you have it like popping back up. And then after that whole bounce back up, then you pretty much have like the rest of the way having a sell-off. From here down up, and oops, I meant to do this. And then what it did after this, the rest of the way started climbing back up, and then eventually sold back down again, and just had months and months and months and months of sell-off. And it's pretty much like what happened to both of these stocks. So that's something that I just find really like mind-boggling. And even if you notice, like the moving average, the simple moving averages, like literally, like the yellow line, the red line hops right over the 50, hopping right over the 200, and then dumping back down underneath it and just staying underneath it the whole time, just like AMC did. Hops right over and then back under the 200 and just stays under the 200 for that whole time. So now what we got now is this is where we have the 7-day. I don't know why I put it a 7-day simple moving average, because we have 7 days in a week. I don't know. But Oh shoot, I can't do this because I'm not gonna be able to move it. Okay, there you go. So in this scenario, and you can tell because even the volume is just starting to pick up right around now, because they're pretty much both at those lows. GTII, in their case, like, we've been in the 50-cent range for so many times. And even as, you know, it ran a couple of times, it ended up like going back to that exact zone. So thinking about it, it's like, where is the actual, when or where is the actual move gonna take place? Same thing goes for AMC. Like, you know, excuse my language, like, shit's about to pop off, especially when you see that 7-day simple moving average bouncing right off and wanting to curl right back up. So all we need to do is pretty much bounce off and just continue the trend. Just, you know, stay in the course. And even the ADX, even though, like, I need to fix this setting, the ADX is slowly rising. So it's just basically telling you that the trend is actually growing as well. The trend is growing pretty strong. It's picking up. And I really think, in my theory, in my own, you know, strictly my opinion, of course, everything that I say in this video, in this stream, that's what it is. Not financial advice, by the way, it's a little disclaimer. But I just like to, you know, do these videos just to, you know, explore, look at these charts, see what it's telling us, like, what is the story behind it, what does it mean, like, and, like, will history ever repeat itself? Will the cycle return? Yeah, I've put it like this before, and I feel like eventually charts have a cycle, and if that's the case, then wouldn't we be approaching the end of the cycle to begin a new one? And all of a sudden, like, we start to witness, you know, pretty much what we've been wanting to see this whole time. I think so, but who knows? That's the uncertainty. That is the question. Like, when could this actually happen? And how are we going to prepare for that? So that's something that everyone, even myself, would have to decide and see how we can make the safest move and make sure that we are good when this actually happens. GTII, in my opinion, I feel like it's got to do its thing. Just like AMC's got to do its thing. Just like GME got to do its thing. And, you know, even GME, it's the same case. Same scenario, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's had such an interesting trajectory, lots of swings, lots of movements, up and downs, but eventually it's gone through the same cycle. And now Now, the moves that we are currently seeing right now, eventually all we need is just a little bit more volume. A bit more volume. Because low key, this looks like a bull flag on the 4-hour chart. And even the 50-day simple moving average is getting real close to that 200-day simple moving average. You got the 7-day bouncing right back up, and the candle that you see here, it's actually a bullish hammer. Even though the wick is a little small at the bottom, but that doesn't matter because it looks like it wants a move. It wants to bust a move. So even that caught me by surprise. But it's all depending on the volume and what happens. And then we got SPY. And guess what happened? So, as we speak, wait, is this actually moving? Oh. Okay, so SPY, this thing was literally 1 cent away, actually 10 cents away from hitting 460. Wow. 9 p.m. Oh, this was 9 p.m. So futures is trading right now. So we just printed 2 red candles. So that means futures is actually red. We had to close at 459, and yeah, we actually traded below that about 8 hours ago. Wow. So I pretty much had this set up right here because I believe that we were actually on a double top pattern. The setup is literally what I was looking for. My intuition is that this doesn't cross above 460, and that this would eventually start to come down, and the 50-day simple moving average would follow, as you can see last time when we hit 460, and start to come right back down below the 200 and eventually the 7-day. So that's all we're trying to see here. And leading up to the FOMC meeting, which I think takes place the 13th, I think. I don't know. I know it's like 2 days. I don't know, 2 weeks from now. So I'm just really holding on to this theory that the double top pattern will come to fruition, and then we will start to head back lower. But perhaps I would have to load up another study and see if this is indeed the case. TA doesn't really have to be that perfect, you know. It's just a matter of like looking at it from different perspectives and looking at what all the other indicators are, are pretty much saying. So for example, the MACD, right here. If you see this, it's pretty much telling you that it's trying to curl back down. And these bars especially, right here, the darker green bars, it means it's going lower. Same thing goes with the TTM squeeze indicator. I have it eventually round this back down and drop down in momentum. So in my opinion, I feel like that's something that I would see occur. And then if you see the 8 adaptive EMA, it tells me exactly that. So all we need is that 8-day adaptive EMA to cross right below the 21. Oh no, I mean the 13, excuse me. And then follow up with the 13 to cross right below the 48. And that is your, what do you call it, bearish divergence or move to the downside. So this is a hard resistance for us for the SPY. If you look at the 460 level, that's gonna be the resistance to break through. So now that we see that 2 candles on the 4-hour are bearish and right below the 8 adaptive EMA, the 8-day, we'll take a look at the lower time frames. We'll look at the hourly to see if it actually follows through what we're looking at and what we're saying. And yeah, let's give this a little zoom. Zoom. Yep, so you see, my mod queen is here. Zelly, a good day to you. How have you been? How's your day going lately? Well, right now. Monday. Good old Monday. What a day to look forward to. Let's see. I'm just here talking about the SPY, and currently right now, since it's trading 24/5, believe futures opened up to where the SPY actually, well, futures is actually looking a little red, if I may say so. And looking a little bearish on that candle. It's engulfing, and the 8-day adaptive EMA is crossed right below the 13, and we're looking for more downside. But I'm glad that you're doing great. Hopefully everything is cool over there. Temperature is probably way better than over here where I'm at. But yeah, I'm just checking in different time frames to see if this is all like confirming with what I'm trying to say. So we look at the 30 now and watch my chart go haywire. Yeah, show some love. I'm just here, trying to do my best, throwing in my hypothetical TA, just chilling, vibing. It's all about peace. It's all about learning. At the end of the day, I'm here just, being a, how you call it, a stock market enthusiast. And you know, I'm here to figure these things out and see what the charts are telling us. Cause I feel, in my opinion, is simply a chart that's telling its story, and based on what's going on with the chart, certain events that take place would end up making the chart, you know, follow with the story and come into fruition. Patterns, candlestick patterns, and all that stuff. But of course, like, there's always theories that, you know, you can't really chart the bad stuff, you know, when it comes to, theoretically speaking, shorting and sell-offs, and I don't know, whatever you can think of, that would be something that you can't really chart. It's like a twist to a story. So, plot twist. I say, for me, it's gotta be a double top for the SPY. And look, this is how much it ran. We're talking about this hitting us. We were so close to breaking below 400. That's where we were at before. And all of a sudden, we just see this massive rally take place. And all of what they were saying in the news and the articles and what the economy is doing, and just posting a lot of stuff that made it seem like it's going well, but come on now, you know, you really want to believe that stuff? I think, and I'm going to say this so many times, of course, because it's strictly my opinion, there's no way that we could ever hit 500. With everything that's happening right now, you would honestly believe that we would actually hit 500? Read between the lines. You gotta figure this thing out. You gotta figure how they're thinking and what is their strategy. What are they trying to do? Are they really trying to make us believe in these sort of things? They have their tactics and they have their strategies. So what should we think? That maybe, supposedly, allegedly, they're trying to sucker us in and bait us into this concept of, oh, the economy is strong. This chart here, and I hope that I'm right, because it's okay if I'm wrong, and I can accept that. But from the way this is looking, the time has gotta come, and the truth has to eventually unfold and reveal that the times are about to get rough. And so is this chart. So my theory stands. Double top. And from here, 460, hard resistance, and we go down. Not financial advice, of course. What else is new, right? What do you think, Zully? What's your opinion? I'm always down to hear from other people's opinions. You know, we're here to discuss about what we can do to, of course, take advantage of moments like these. And knowing the fact that we can, of course, because this is what it's all about, profiting off, you know, news like interest rates cutting, economy sinking, the dollar falling, gold hitting all-time highs, oil could see the same thing and just completely go crazy. Treasury yields lowering. Look at that. Where's gold at? Let's go right here. Gold. Isn't that crazy? That's the craziest spike I've ever seen gold do. And then all of a sudden we just had a sell-off. The DXY is moving. Let's see. Wow. So the DXY, the dollar index, is actually holding up. Even though this is the 5-minute chart, can't really see, you know, figure out what this could do, but I'm saying maybe it follows this channel. And then tries to break over this right there. So we need this over 103.50. If it goes up, then SPY goes down. Let's check the 4-hour for the DXY. I had some crazy thing going on over here. What is this? I was drawing a whole bunch of stuff here. That's interesting because the oil had something similar going on, and unfortunately, Zelly, if you're still here, oil, yeah, it's come down back to these levels where it was 2 weeks ago, actually. So we would have to see if this actually holds around 73. I was really like disappointed. I was looking forward to 80, but yeah, there was something that happened, I think Friday. Let's see if I can find it. I think it was this. WTI crude oil falls for a second day as OPEC plus voluntary production cuts fall short of expectations. Also here, last Thursday staged its delayed ministerial meeting by video conference and ending the meeting with individual members announcing voluntary cuts of 2.2 million barrels per day through the end of the first quarter of 2024. The cuts consist of the rollover of Saudi Arabia's 1 million barrels per day reduction through the end of March, while Russia will raise its purported 0.3 million barrel per day cut to 0.5 million over the quarter by restricting export of 0.2 million BPD of refined products. The United Arab Emirates, Iraq, Kuwait, Kazakhstan, Algeria, and Oman will also make smaller cuts and are all voluntary. They are just not having it. That's gonna be a big deal. I would have thought, of course, that would cost the price of oil to somehow raise up, but I don't know what's gonna happen between now and maybe 2 weeks from now. Let's see what's going on. Okay, I got 4 minutes to 1 o'clock. Well, 1 o'clock in the morning here. I'm about to wrap this small stream up. What do we got going for the NDQ? Dow Jones. Damn, Dow Jones has been killing it. Sheesh, look at that. The VIX. The VIX we're at literally, oh wow, okay. So, if y'all just looking right now at the VIX, check this out. Let's zoom out a lot more and see where this actually leads. So technically speaking, hold on. Oh, I can't move anymore. That means I gotta move this. Yeah, back over here. Wow. Look at that. Let's go to the weekly. Wow, what? It seems like this area for the volatility S&P 500 index, it's yo, Zully, this is crazy. And this is all dating back from 1990s all the way to now, and just looking at like how every single time it's hit this area, we just start to bounce right back up. So we're at those levels again, like perhaps in the next couple of weeks. We're pretty much like at the bottom right now. Look at this. Look at the slow stochastic. I can't even say that word, slow stochastic. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, we're seeing the end of mm, yeah, we're gonna see the end of the dump of VIX. So this is probably going to be, in my opinion, a good entry as things start to get crazy in the markets. So if you see futures red and continues, that means we're gonna hit that bottom. We're gonna start bouncing right back. Speaking of the VIX, before I end this stream, UVXY. Is also at the very bottom. Look at that. The accent is coming out, I know. Damn. Like for real. Like dead ass. Like this is crazy. I totally forgot that this actually went through a split at one point. I think this year, yeah. This year, June 23rd on a Friday, went through a 1-for-10 split. Even if that was the case, and what was the price here? It was at 19, almost 20 bucks. Dang. Just look at that. It's filthy. Who would have known, like, UVXY would get so shorted like that? It makes me think, actually. Hold on. UVXY at 986, 991. I wonder how the options are looking like. I got a feeling that I'm about to do something crazy tomorrow. For real. This ain't no joke. I'm about to wild out right now, like, seriously. I wonder what the open interest is like. What's up, what's up, what's up? Tell me what's good. What you got for me? What you got for me? Well, that makes sense. Well, that definitely makes sense. And it's only what? Oh, okay. All right, yo, Zelly. I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna end the stream. Hopefully y'all like this stream. You know, show some love. I'm about to get going. I got work in like 8 hours. And yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in the next 2 weeks. Yeah, this market is gonna go crazy. It's gonna go wild. Y'all better start hedging. Y'all better start preparing yourself right now. It's about that time. Finger. I'm looking at finger right now. It's at that range. It's at that moment right there. Even finger wants some of that action. That finger action. Feel me? mulling. I can't even move. Oh shoot. Mullen, no, what are you doing? And I appreciate you watching my work. You know, us being able to learn through this together and seeing, you know, what we can come up with. What hypothesis? This is why I call it hypothetical TA. We're guessing moves, we're guessing strategies, we're guessing how we're going to take advantage of these things and see where we can end up. As long as we're profiting, we're making money, that's all that matters to me. And that we can get something, educational out of it. Of course, it's for entertainment purposes. Let me not leave out the fact that this is not financial advice, and this is strictly all in my opinion. Anyways, I'm gonna end it there. Much love. Thank you for joining. This has been your boy, Line of All Trades. Y'all take care. Y'all have a good week. Play safe. Stay hedged, and stay cool. Peace and love. Much love. Alright, take care. Deuces.